Girlfriend, this month may be the biggest empties of the year. It has been one of those months where everything just so happens to run out all at the same time. To start off empties, the first item I want to talk about was something that was actually emptied in April, but it was the only thing that I was able to get through for the month of April, and I just didn't think that doing an empty video on one item was enough. So I figured that I'll just go ahead and move it to the May empties, and that is the iconic London multi-use sculpting palette. Now baby, if you were OG here, you know I've talked about this sculpting palette multiple times, but baby, look at it. Oh my goodness, it looks crazy. I ended up panning 3 shades right here, and then there's other 3 shades that I did not get through. However, this lightest shade all the way here to the far left, I did hit pan. If you look closely at this palette, those shades look disgusting. I don't know if you guys can see it in the camera, but honey, these shades look so disgusting. There's like little specks on it. I don't know if this came from like me accidentally sprinkling setting powder in it or setting spray, but it has like little specks that kind of look like mold growth. I don't know. I'm not saying that it's moldy, but I have had this for a long time, and I really wasn't that sterile when it came to this palette. So I went ahead and picked up another one from Ulta. I got this during the Ulta 21-day event, so I got it half off. Anytime they have these palettes 50% off, I go ahead and get it. This is what she looked like. Complete difference, right? I did use this shade right here in the middle for the first time, I think the other day. To keep things kind of clean and sanitary, I am scraping the shades out and applying it to my mixing palette instead of dipping my brushes directly into the cream. These creams are so soft, so creamy, so buttery. The pigments on it is like crazy. A little bit goes a long way, and it dries down like chef kiss. Once it dries down, it's there. It's not moving anywhere. It's like one of those creams where it, while you applying it, but once it dries down, it's set. Now the first item I end up hitting pan for May is my Juvia's Place I Am Magic foundation powder in Cario. Yes, I hit pan in this one. Once it started getting like around the edges, I did kind of drop it and it broke up a little bit, and I was okay with that. I just crushed it up more and just used it as a powder. I really did enjoy it. I'm not planning on picking up another one at the moment because I do have another foundation powder, which is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Compact in shade 4. So I've had this one for a little bit. I actually had it longer than the Juvia's Place, but I stopped using it because I loved it so much. And once I hit pan, I stopped using it because I was really trying to savor the moment. And I don't know why I was trying to do that. Like, do you guys do that? Like, I don't know why I felt the need to like savor this makeup as if I can't go buy another one when I run out. That is the goal. This is the next one that I'm planning on completely finishing panning out. I do really enjoy this foundation powder. Yeah, I've been enjoying it. I used it today under my eyes. I love it. The last makeup product that I have here that I have completely panned empty out is from L'Oreal. It is the Voluminous Primer Mascara Base. Now this one's been holding me down for years. I've been going back and forth between the L'Oreal and the Lancome, but I've settled with the L'Oreal because honestly they're both the same. The packaging look the same, the formula look the same. I feel like one is just drugstore and the other is luxury. If it does the same thing, if the product is the same, does the same thing, I'm gonna go with the cheaper option, and that's what I'm doing. What I like to do is I apply it to my lashes, let it sit for a few minutes to dry down, and then I put on my mascara. So usually I apply this like at the beginning of my makeup routine, so by the time I get to the mascara, it's already dried down, and I feel like that's where I get the best benefit, lengthening, thickening from this primer base. And not only that, I also kind of feel like it keeps my lashes like hydrated, moisturized. I don't know, I feel like my lashes are like healthier since I've been using this. And honestly, wouldn't it be something nice if they actually included, you know, like the serums to make your lashes thick and grow? They should put that in a mascara base, like a 2-in-1. You know, just a thought. What I am using now, I actually have another one. This is the one that I'm using now. It's the same. Okay, let me go ahead and put this to the side before I get them mixed up. And then not only that, I also have another one that I haven't opened. This is the one I haven't opened that I just pulled out my drawer. So I have, once I run out of this, I have another one to go to. I'll be getting out of here. I know, I'm telling, look, I'm a recovering makeup addict. I'm trying to be more mindful with my spending. Okay, we're doing this together. Okay, that's everything when it comes to makeup. Now we're just gonna move on to skincare, and this next product is perfect for a good transition into skincare. But this is the Julep Beauty Makeup Remover Towelette. It is 100% biodegradable. It has all the good stuff: olive oil, witch hazel. I don't have anything to replace it. I'm not planning on buying any more makeup remover towelettes. Honestly, what I like to use is my micellar water, which I told you guys about, that I just recently purchased from Sephora during a Sephora Savers event. And I just use my cotton swabs and take off my makeup that way. Speaking of cotton pads, I just finished one of my Sephora organic cotton pads, cotton squares. See, I do have another one because I just showed you guys, and I purchased these during the Sephora Savings event, and I have one more over here that I haven't opened at all. Yes, I do love the squares. They're $4 a piece. I'm sure you could probably find other cotton squares for a cheaper price, but honestly, I haven't found any that is the size of that's bigger. Like, I know that at the drugstore they have the smaller ones, but these squares are kind of like pretty big. The next item I ran through is my Cerave Skin Renewing Night Cream. This is really good. I like that it was thick, hydrating, moisturizing. However, there is another skin cream that I'm thinking about testing out a little bit later. I'm not going to get it now, but it's from Olay. I don't know. I don't remember the name, but I know it when I see it. I think it has like 6 main ingredients in it, 6 or 7 main ingredients in it that makes your skin really like luscious and juicy and hydrated. And I used a little bit of it one time. I think I had like a sample. I used it once, and baby, I was in love. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have to try that. I'm gonna have to try that. When I finished this, I was actually still using the next 2 items that I have here. They're both from Clinical Skin, but I was still using the Clinical Skin Ultra Rich Moisturizer Repair, Nourish, and Hydrate Moisturizer. I emptied this one as well. So I was going back and forth between the two. I was using this during daytime and this one at night. When it comes to the Clinical Skin Moisturizer, I do not particularly care for it. I don't feel like it's hydrating enough, but I went ahead and used it up because I did have it. I didn't want to be wasteful. But to be honest, this is not something that I would want to go pick up. Now, luckily, I do have a moisturizer I will be using. Now, when I ran out of this one, I didn't even think that I had another moisturizer in my stash. I figured I would go ahead and check. Before I get there, let me go ahead and show you this next item that I emptied, because these two stories kind of go hand in hand. So the next item that I emptied is the Clinical Skin Vitamin C Pro-Collagen Serum. I know I recently emptied one of these, and I really was not expecting to go through another one so soon, but I was on a trip. I didn't close it tight enough, and I accidentally spilled like half the bottle in my toiletry bag. I was so like upset because I really wasn't planning on purchasing a vitamin C serum so soon. So when I ran out of this, I was like, okay, let me go ahead and log into Sephora and add another vitamin C to my cart, because I didn't even think that I had anymore. I was going to purchase a vitamin C serum, but since I had ran out of my moisturizer roughly around the same time, I was like, let me go ahead and check my stash to see if I had any moisturizer. And I did just that. The moisturizer I end up finding, which I completely forgot about, is the True Cream Aqua Bomb. Fast forward to now, when I ran out of my moisturizer, I went ahead and checked my stash. I found this, and I was like, you know what, just in the nick of time. So while I was shopping my stash, I ended up finding another Clinical Skin Vitamin C Pro-Collagen Serum, which I wasn't sure if I had another one because I had so many stocked up, but I also was giving away so many to like friends and family, so I didn't remember that I had an extra one. So while I was shopping my stash, I ended up finding another vitamin C serum. Girlfriend, this next item, we have talked about this before. I have emptied this before, and it is a repeat, and you're probably going to see it again and again and again as an empty. And this one is from Cecred. It's the Restoring Hair and Edge Drops. Yes, I like it. I believe it's going to be part of my holy grail. I do use this on my hair. I do see a difference when it comes to my hair. I do feel like my hair is thicker. I do feel like I said, it's thicker, fuller. I do feel like I have less shedding when I use it. Now, I do feel like I need to be a little bit more consistent when it comes to using these drops, but it's kind of hard for me because this is like a water-based solution. And when I do my at-home silk presses, I don't want to put anything that's a water base in my hair because it's going to make my hair curl up. So when I have silk presses, like especially at the beginning of the silk press, I don't use this. I usually wait until like after week 2 or week 1, after a full week. Then I start using it, and then once I do my silk press again, I don't really use it because I don't want my roots to reverse back. I do have another bottle. I actually have two bottles. I have one that I'm using currently, and then I have another one as a backstock. Now this one here has been on my favorite list, and I have to empty another box of it, and it is the Yogi Blackberry Apple Cider Digestive Awakening Tea. This tea is so delicious. I drink it first thing in the morning, probably about 4 to 5 days out of the week. If I don't drink this, I usually drink like lemon water first thing in the morning. I actually have a glass here right now that I'm still sipping on, but it tastes so good. Honestly, right now it tastes kind of like apple juice. Because of the apple cider vinegar and because it's a tea form, it kind of dilutes the richness, the strength of apple cider vinegar. Because baby, if you take a shot of apple cider vinegar, baby, you strong. If you could take a shot, because honestly, when I take a shot, it make it feel like hair about to grow on my chest, honey. So this tea is like perfect. To me, it tastes like I said, apple juice, because I do add honey to it. And I also add a little bit of lemon. As for a replacement, honestly, I have this on my roster. I keep it in rotation. Girl, I told you this one was a long one. Those are all the things that I emptied for the month of May. And to be honest, I feel like June is going to be another big one, because starting on June 1st, baby, we was emptying. I just emptied something today that I need to add to the stash of empties. If you like this type of video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you made it this far, go ahead and leave this secret emoji in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and that's all.